White denim, Dior, my shirt, my sneakers, she like how I put the shit on. I'm a big boss, I got my own first, don't need much put on cologne. These niggas turn their back on me, thinking it's crazy, they ain't need much when it be long. They got in my zone, counting up rap, that full play, probably can't pick up the phone.
This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel, ready for footballer day and ready for football Lee as the Bears get set to match up with their opponents. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Got a whole lot of biz in the back row. How the fuck stripping that get big hit? I got cruisers and feeders and hundred. That shit look real pretty when I spread it. Go spend about 40 or 50 on guns. But them bitches kidding me going to the fit. Me some Christian Dior with some shit. I don't need money, know how to sit it. Big crazy here, some bitch on suck this bitch, she know how to big. But the curious, it ain't worth about shit, right? With shit that's size for leg. Shoot to your chest and they come out your back and that bitch even hold the size of your head. I just be behind some shit that I can't even.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And some room to run now. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 75 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Fields going to hold on to it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Come on, Reed.
That's caught. Tariq Cohen from 4 yards out. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second and 8. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll let it go deep for Beck. It got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Watson now to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to each other. We've been on our heels this whole first drive. This one we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the line. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And
Negatief, hè? Is hij, hè?
Kareem Hunt taking it in from a yard out. And the Bulldogs are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there. Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second and 20. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon. throw. Forced out to his left.
You can't catch him around the bound. I was about to say, come on, man.
Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Fields. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught by Mooney. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Fields steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So So from their own end zone here, this kicks away.
Oh.
And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fields now to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing again is Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up the midfield. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his right. He'll let it go deep for
Come on, man. That's bullshit. Come on,
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Watson. Flush to his right. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off play action. Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go. 57's to Mike. 57's to Mike.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now, to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Oh, yeah, and they got Dan did me bad last season.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
The niggas out there.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, Hunt. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Watson.
Come on, son.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Hunt. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Hunt.
God damn.
Much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And this time he is in.
Yes.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for their offense.
Man, sheds himself free. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. Play action. It's Fields. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Fields. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Hey, he dropped that hole. Hey, he kicked it.
Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that
Come on. I'm about to say, come on, Reed. You supposed to be jumped that shit.
Intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Man, come on.
And
Man.
brought down about the 42. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here we go on fourth. Watson. He's got his
that's some bullshit.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top.
Damn.
He's got a man complete.
Damn.
And he's finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A huge play there for Chicago. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Off play action, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Didn't wide the fuck open too bad. Damn.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team does its job.
Boy, he almost got that motherfucker too, man. What the fuck, this shit,
they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. He gets it to Cooks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact.
Come on, 71. Fuck out the way, man.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
That nigga off you, Hunt. Get in that bit, boy.
And he's brought down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Bulldogs have regained the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Damn, I got it.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time...
Yeah, let's fucking go. That's how you play ball, boy. This bitch over with.
Sidney Jones, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is Jakeem Grant. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term.
I'm about to say,
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He completes it to Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
From the red zone now, Watson. Touchdown! Nico Collins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bulldogs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these